courage," he said, and pointed toward the land. "This mountain wave will roll us shoreward soon." In the afternoon they came onto a land in which it seemed always afternoon. All around the coast the languid air just swooned, breathing like one that had a weary dream. Full-faced above the valley stood the moon, and like a downward smoke, the slender stream along the cliff to fall and pause and fall to sea. A land of streams, some like a downward smoke. Slow dropping veils of thinnest lawn they go, and some through wavering lights and shadows broke, rolling a slumberous sheet of foam below. You saw the gleaming river seaward flow from the inner land. Far off, 3 mountain tops, 3 silent pinnacles of aged snow, stood sunset flushed and dewed with showery drops. Up climbed the shadowy pine above the woven copse. The charmed sunset lingered low down in the red west. Through mountain clefts the dell was seen far inland, and the yellow down bordered with palm, and many a winding vale and meadow, set with slender galingale. A land where all things always seemed the same, and round about the keel with faces pale, dark faces pale against that rosy flame, the mild-eyed, melancholy lotus eaters came. Branches they bore of that enchanted stead, laden with flower and fruit, were off they gave to each, but whoso did receive of them and taste, to him the gushing of the wave, far, far away, did seem to mourn and rave on alien shores. And if his fellow spake, his voice was thin, as voices from the grave, and deep asleep he seemed, it all awake, and music in his ears his beating heart did make. They set them down upon the yellow sand, between the sun and moon upon the shore, and sweet it was to dream of fatherland, of child and wife and slave, but evermore most weary seemed the sea. Weary the oar, weary the wandering fields of barren foam. Then someone said, "We will return no more," and all at once they sung, "Our island home is far beyond the wave, we will no longer roam." There's sweet music here that softer falls than petals from blown roses on the grass, or night dews on still waters between walls of shadowy granite in a gleaming pass. Music that gentler on the spirit lies, and tired eyelids upon tired eyes. Music that brings sweet sleep down from the blissful skies. Here are cool mosses deep, broad moss the ives tree, and in the stream the long-leaf flowers weep, and from the craggy ledge the poppy hates in sleep. While we wait upon the heaviness, and utterly consumed with sharp distress, where all things else have rest from weariness. All things have rest, why should we toil alone? We only toil who are the first of things and make perpetual moan. Still from one sorrow to another thrown, nor ever fold our wings and cease from wanderings, nor step our brows in slumber's holy balm, nor hearken what the inner spirit sings. There is no joy but calm. Why should we only toil, the roof and crown of things? Lo, in the middle of the wood, the folded leaf is wooed from all the bud with wings upon the branch, and there grows green and broad and takes no care. Sun steep at noon, and in the moon nightly dew fed, and turning yellow falls and floats adown the air. below sweetened with summer light, the full juice apple, waxing over mellow, drops in a silent autumn night. All its allotted length of days, the flower ripens in its place, ripens and fades, and falls, and hath no toil, fast rooted in the fruitful soil. Hateful is the dark blue sky, vaulted over the dark blue sea. That is the end of life. Ah, why should life all labor be? Let us alone, time drive onward fast, and in a little while our lips are dumb. Let us alone. What is it that will last? All things are taken from us, and become portions of parcels of the dreadful past. Let us alone. What pleasure can we have to war with the devil? Is there any peace in ever climbing up the climbing wave? All things have rest, and reckon toward the grave in silence, ripen, fall, and cease. Give us long rest or death, dark death or dreamful ease. How sweet it were, hearing the downward stream, with half-shut eyes ever to seem falling asleep in a half-dream. To dream and dream like yonder amber light, which will not leave the mere bush on the height. To hear each other's whispered speech, eating the lotus day by day, to watch the crisping ripples on the beach, and tender curving lines of creamy spray. To lend our hearts and spirits glory to the influence of mild-minded melancholy. To muse and brood and live again in memory, with those old faces of our infancy heaped over with a mound of grass. 2 handfuls of white dust shut in an urn of brass. Dear is the memory of our wedded lives, and dear is the last embraces of our lives and their warm tears. We all have suffered change, for surely now our household hearths are cold. Our sons inherit us, our looks are strange, and we shall come like ghosts to trouble joy. Or else the island prince overbold have read our substance, and the minstrel sings before them of the 10 years more in Troy, and our great deeds as half-forgotten things. Is there confusion in the little isle that was broken so remain? The gods are hard to reconcile. It's hard to settle order once again. There's confusion more than death, trouble on trouble, pain on pain, long labor unto aged breath, sore task to hearts worn out by many wars, and eyes grown dim with gazing at the pilot stars. But propped on beds of amaranth and longing, how sweet while warm air lull us, blowing lowly with half-dropped eyelids still, beneath a heaven dark and holy, to watch the long bright river drawing slowly its waters from the purple hill, to hear the dewy echoes calling from cave to cave below the thick twined wine, to watch the emerald-colored water falling through many a woven acanthus wreath divine, only to hear and see the far-off sparkling brine, only to hear what's sweet stretched out beneath the pine. The lotus blooms below the barren peak. The lotus blows by every winding creek. All day the wind breathes low with mellow tune. Through every hollow cave and alley long, round and round the spicy downs, the yellow lotus dust is blown. We have had enough of action, and of motion we rowed to starboard, rowed to larboard, and when the surge was seething free, where the bellowing monster spouted his foam fountains in the sea. Let us swear an oath and keep it with an equal mind. In the hollow Lotus land to live and lie recline, on the hills like gods together, careless of mankind. For they lie beside their nectar, and the boats are heard far below them in the valleys, and the clouds are lightly curved round the golden houses, girdled with gleaming world. Where they smile in secret, looking over visit lands, light and famine, plague and earthquake, roaring deeps and fiery sands, clanging fights and flaming towns, and sinking ships and praying hands. But they smile, with fountain music centered in a doleful sound, steaming up, a lamentation and an ancient tale of wrong. Like a tale of little meaning, though the words are strong, chanted from an ill-used race of men that cleave the soil, sow the seed, and reap the harvest with enduring toil, storing yearly little dews of wheat and wine and oil, till they perish and they suffer song, 'tis whispered down in hell, suffer endless anguish. Others in Elysian malice dwell, resting very limbs at last on beds of asphodel. Surely, surely, slumber is more sweet than toil, though sure than labor in the deep mid-ocean, wind and wave and oar. Oh, rest ye, brother mariners!